Buckle up, sports fanatics. This is the Sports Chasers Podcast, your HQ for in-depth sports talk. Join host Kevin L. Warren and crew as they dissect the hottest stories, ignite debates, and bring you closer to the action. From locker room whispers to expert takes, we cover it all. It's game time, so strap in and grab a drink. The Sports Chasers Podcast starts right now.
What up, everybody? What's going on, everybody? It's another live episode of the Sports Chasers Podcast coming to you live direct. It's the Monday Night Football Blitz, man. We're happy to be here. Hope everybody's doing good. Hope everybody's had a great sports weekend and a great weekend nonetheless. Hey, before I start, shout out to all the veterans. Happy Veterans Day to all my veterans. Let me give you a round of applause. Thank you for your service. As you can see, I'm all camoed out. So shout out to all the veterans. Thank you, man. Make sure you like, click, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you also hit the bell for the notifications. And also on the podcast side, you give us that five-star review. Hey, let's meet the crew real quick. We'll start off with the Angry One. Angry One, what's up? Yo, them Birds, they in first place in the NFC West. Arizona Cardinals.
Yes, sir. You already know, man. Yo, first and foremost, man, happy Veterans Day. Yo, man, thank you all for your service. We appreciate you. Yeah, man, look at them dirty Birds, man. Yo, let's get it, man. Monday Night Blitz, man. Let's go. Let's go. Monday Night Blitz. Let's go. We'll start with the next one, the DA. DA, what's up? Them Niners came back.
We here, doing what we do. Wow, I think the Birds, you got Birds leading every division, right? Atlanta's number one, Cardinals, and Philly. So it's gonna be a bird fight.
Yeah.
Be a bird fight for the NFC.
Yeah,
it's all good.
Yep. Shout out to the DA.
Be there. It's all the DD214s out there. Peace, y'all. Real.
No doubt. Appreciate those. Happy Veterans Day again. We got D-Dubs. Me and D-Dubs, we're wallowing and crying about the Giants, but hey, keep losing. D-Dubs, what's up, brother? How are you tonight?
Yes, sir. But we're ready, though. It's all good, man. Yo, yeah, the Giants suck. You know that.
Losing shit. That I don't know if that plan working.
Yeah, we on the 10-year plan, dog. Stop playing.
Yeah.
You on the 10-year plan. We understand what it is. We've been on that plan for quite some time. So
trust the process. Yeah, you trust the process.
Trust the process. Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
See how that worked in Philadelphia. Oops. Nope.
No doubt. Shout outs to all our veterans out there.
Yes.
They did that thing. Service to them. Salutes to them. And Monday night, we ready. What's good?
No doubt, man. So like I said, we're going to cover college. We're going to cover the NFL. We're going to get right into it, man. It's Monday Night Blitz. We're going to get right to it. College football, the AP Top 25 goes is this. Oregon's 10-0, number one. They're number one. Oregon's 10-0. They face Wisconsin next week. Ohio State is 8-1. They're number two. Texas, number 3. They face Arkansas next week. Number 4 is Penn State. They are at Purdue, who they will beat next week. Shout out to my alma mater, Purdue. Number 5, Indiana against Ohio State. Listen, y'all, Indiana's quarterback, I like him, man. And as me and DA was talking about, he plays in the pro offense, man. We'll talk about him a little bit more. Then number 5. Number 6 is Tennessee. They are 8-1. They will face Georgia this week. And Georgia went down to Ole Miss and got handled. BYU, 9-0. They face Kansas next week. They're number 7. Notre Dame versus Virginia. They're number 8. Number 9, Alabama versus Mercer. Guess they needed to breathe after next week. After that, yep.
Murder.
It's murder.
Send your kids that one.
No, number 10, Ole Miss. They will face Florida.
Lane.
Yeah, Georgia, number 11. They will face Tennessee, as we said it. Number 12, Miami. Miami has been knocked down 8 pegs after they lost to Georgia Tech. We'll talk about them in a minute. They're at home to face Wake Forest. Number 13, Boise State will play at San Jose State. They're number 13. Number 14, SMU.
This week.
We'll talk about that here in a second, D. SMU will face Boston College. Number 15, Texas A&M. They will face New Mexico State. And this one right here.
Texas A&M record?
Texas A&M is 7-2. Number 15. This one is also very intriguing. Number 16, Army faces Notre Dame next week, 7 p.m. Y'all might want to tune into this because if Army beats Notre Dame, they both have the same record.
Anarchy.
You said it.
Neither one of them play a championship. Neither one of them play conference championship. So it's I don't know.
Yep.
I swear to you, I don't even think about these polls and these rankings until the actual 12 break out, and it's them because everything else is you move Miami down 8 pegs, but you only move Penn State down 2. I'm like, come on, man. Like, you think I'm not watching you motherfuckers? I see it. It don't make no sense.
Number 17 is Clemson. They're 7-2. They face Pitt. Number 18, Colorado. They face Utah. Utah is gonna be very mad. That should be a good game. Washington State, they're at New Mexico. They're number 19. Kansas State, number 20 versus Arizona State. LSU versus Florida. LSU just got this beat down from Alabama. Number 22, Louisville will be facing the Stanford Cardinal. They're number 22. Number 23 is South Carolina versus Missouri. They're 6-3. Missouri is number 24. They're 72. They will go to South Carolina, as I just stated. And breaking in the top 25 is Tulane. Tulane will face Navy. Tulane, the Green Wave is 8-2. They came up to Charlotte about a week ago and beat the brakes off of Daryl's 49ers. We will have a segment of our what did your alma mater do this week, and ours lost by like 55. Purdue to yeah, it wasn't even a game, man. It wasn't even a game. Da, you had anything else on this AP top 25? Well, that was your only thing
I just think it
grinded your gears.
Yeah, I can't, man. Like, there's no rhyme or reason why this one goes up, and they're not using RPI, and so we'll see. But somebody's gonna have a surprise in the Big Ten. They're not gonna get to the dance. So, somebody not gonna get there.
Somebody might not get there. Let's go.
That ain't not Mike. Listen, it's gonna be Oregon number 1 playing against Indiana for the championship. So one of those teams win. What teams didn't go? Penn State and Ohio State.
Right.
They're not in the championship because they both took an L. Now, if Indiana runs the table, then they're going to be undefeated. And so is Oregon in the Big Ten. So they're going to play each other for the championship.
Mm-hmm.
So one of those teams is automatically in. The second team that loses will probably also be automatically in. Just not in the top 4.
Correct.
So where does that leave those other 2 jokers? Lucky Franklin and Ryan, Lucky Charms. That's my man, Lucky Charms, right there.
Lucky.
Yeah, because I don't know how he don't get fired. And I'm not against him, but I don't want him to get fired. I just want some smoke. Like, I never even hear nobody saying, "Yo, we got Dan Franklin been out there Penn State forever, ain't do nothing." You don't ever hear that.
Nah, you're right, dog. He gets no smoke. You're right. Go ahead.
Well, what's the reasoning behind that? What do you think is the reasoning behind that?
That you don't see him? Somebody, it is Penn State. Should be going on out there.
Nope.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. No?
Miami versus Georgia Tech. CBS from the AP. Atlanta, Georgia Tech coaches believe the beat Cam Ward for Miami's will keep the ball away from the quarterback, despite losing their top 2 running backs and having their starting quarterback operate primarily as a runner. The Yellow Jackets' game plan was successful. Ward and Miami finally ran out of second half comebacks as Haynes Kings led Georgia Tech to a 28-23 win over the previously unbeaten Hurricanes on Saturday for the Yellow Jackets' first victory over top 5 team in 15 years. Fans rushed the field, toppling both goalposts after the game. Miami 9-1, 5-1 in the ACC, number 4 college football playoff at the time was denied its first 10-0 start since 2017. Georgia Tech 6-4, 4-3 in the ACC became bowl eligible and ended a 2-game losing streak. Hey, I'll just say this. This is in a row. that Georgia Tech has beat Miami, man. So I don't know what it is, and like you said, like the article just said from CBS Sports, they lost the top two guys, man, and they still managed to play keep away, and that
what
trying to come back every year. They're trying to come back every game. It catches up to you, man. It takes its toll. Shout out to Mike Briscoe. He said Miami will be fine. All right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I believe so, Mike. I think you're right. I think they will be. No, I do.
They'll be fine.
Yeah, they'll be fine. I don't.
Like I said,
though, OU would not lose to no Georgia Tech. Sorry.
Well, listen. All I'm saying is that you're right about that. But damn, Mike, offensive coordinator is trash. That's not nice. I don't know where the hell that comes from. That guy's never did anything to you personally. But,
I would think their defense would be on because their defense looks up a lot of points. So Mike, maybe you got it mixed up. Do you mean the defense must be trash, or because like I said, the offense been scoring?
They ain't walking around with no big ass chains on their neck because they get scored goddamn time. So what I'm saying is this again: Miami should be fine, but when it comes down for now, that's why I don't want to get into it, but they got to keep winning, right? Because their one bad loss is a real bad loss. Mm-hmm. So anybody else, one win team, one loss teams, it depends on their schedule and what they're doing. So, they got a real bad loss as far as looking at things. But they'll be fine. They'll be fine. I think they'll be fine. I don't have no problem with it. It'll be okay.
Move on to the next game. Indiana and Michigan. Indiana wins this game 20-15 from the AP. From Bloomington, Indiana, Curtis Rourke and number 18 Indiana offense looked in sync through the first half Saturday. Then the high-scoring Hoosiers needed their defense to bail them out for a record-breaking win in the second half. Rourke threw 2 touchdown passes and navigated 2 late drives, 1 for a field goal, and the other 2 run out the clock as Indiana limited Michigan to just 1 touchdown in a 2015 victory over the first 10-win season. For their first 10-win season in school history. It tells you a lot about the resiliency of this team. Its competitive character. First-year coach Kirk Cignetti said after Indiana beat Michigan to just the second time since 1988. Yikes. At the end of the day, they all count and as one, whether it's 72-6 or 3-2. They all count as one. And you know what? We're going to take this win over Michigan. And why not? Listen, shout out to my dudes, the East Coast Gridiron, man. I was watching their podcast a couple of weeks ago, and they were saying, hey, look out for this dude. My man Dante was saying, look out for this dude, Rourke. And absolutely, I've been looking at them. Saying, this guy, and me and DA was talking about how he plays in what, DA? He plays in a pro offense, man. From the numbers, he was 17 of 28. We talked about that last week. 17 of 28, 206 yards, 2 TDs, 1 interception. And Indiana's number 8 now. So, shout out to Indiana. Go ahead, DA. You got something?
And they're good. We just have to, this first year, it might be a perfect storm from them. They haven't really played anybody yet. So, we got to see what happens if they get punched in the mouth. But they don't have anything left, I don't think, on the schedule this year. I don't think they're playing anybody else.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Indiana's number 5. They play Ohio State next week. So
okay, that's it.
There you go.
If they get bounced, you're going to see them go, which is weird, right? So the world, just look at this. Penn State lost to them. I think they only moved down 2. If Indiana loses to Ohio State, now we got to see like how many points are you dropping because they're 5 now. So if they lose, you're going to move them to 7. But we'll see what happens. That's what I'm saying. This is BS all right now. This is all made for television, you know.
Do you mean BCS?
Yeah, I mean this whole it's all,
yeah.
You know,
shout out to my main man Sylvester Wells. He says, "Go Canes, go Army." Shout out to Wells. He's a veteran, man. Hey man, we just talked about Army. and how that can create some anarchy this week if Army goes to Notre Dame and beats Notre Dame.
Now,
we'll
that's
see.
a question. That's
Love
a question. That team loses
chaos.
concentration. They lose concentration out there, man. In Notre Dame, man. That's it. I don't know why. They got good players, good athletes, but they lose a lot of concentration. Like they don't stay focused. They get in those type of games and lose. You're like, damn.
I'm with you, boys. I believe it can happen too. We'll see. Yeah.
I think Army's a good team. They run the ball, and I tell anyone that plays football, when you play that triple option, watch your knees. You're gonna get cut on that defense every play. Cut. So that's in 4 quarters. By the 4th quarter, man, you really don't want to tackle no more.
Yep.
So, because
NBC they get on 7 o'clock Notre Dame Army. So
that's November 23rd. That's in 2 weeks. So that's 2 weeks. Getting back to that Indiana, is it me, man? I mean, the defense was pretty tight, but I don't know. It's not really right. That's what I'm saying. Okay.
They haven't played a real game of note this year yet. Now, like the coach said, you win the games in front of you. That's what you do.
I got that. I got it. But I'm looking at. I mean, they played Michigan, and I didn't see much of their run attack. Their running game wasn't all that.
Michigan is not that good. I don't know why they're not that good, but
no, I'm talking about Indiana's run game.
I know.
Yeah,
they're supposed to run all over Michigan.
Okay, gotcha.
They're supposed to have their way with them. You do 9-1, 9-0. Michigan's like 2-40 or something. So
and Michigan now is 5-5, 3-4 in the conference, and
they are homecoming school. They're a homecoming game right now. So
yeah.
Indiana
was in control of that game. I mean, the first half. I mean, it was 17-3 first game, so he's totally in control. So Michigan is bad. I guess after winning the national championship. So
shout out to our main man V-Lac. Yeah, shout out to my main man V-Lac for chiming in. He says keep pounding. We'll get to the NFL in a little bit. Yeah, your Panthers, your Pussycats, they won yesterday against a very bad team. My team, the Giants. But we'll get to that in a little bit here. Let me move on.
Pick the Giants again, but we'll save it for later.
I said the same thing last week, and I said, I can't believe I picked the Giants, man.
Surely you could beat the Panthers. Surely.
I can't believe you picked the Giants either. I don't know why. I don't know what's wrong with you guys. But anyway, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it later.
To a college game. From CBS Sports, down in Baton Rouge, as they say down there in Louisiana, Jalen Milrose ran through the south end zone at LSU's Tiger Stadium with both arms raised and jumped into a gathering of jubilant crimson-clad fans near the entrance to the visitors' locker room. One more celebration of an extraordinary performance that kept number 11 Alabama firmly in contention for college football player of birth. Milrose highlighted a career-high 185 yards rushing with 4 scoring runs, and the Crimson Tide routed number 14 LSU 42-13 on a rainy Saturday night. I'm definitely excited after the game like that because we are able to go into a tough place and get the victory. Milrose said a game like that tonight showed what we can do when the defense and the offense are both clicking. There's no need to spend a lot on this game because this game was over. Milrose ran that ball up the middle after
he was a swift Army knife, man. He cut dice, did everything. I looked at the stats for throwing. He didn't do much. He was 12 of 18, 109 yards. I mean, he did everything running the ball. Four TDs on total TDs. I think one throwing. So 72-yard run for a touchdown. I mean, it was all Alabama, man. That's what I'm saying, man. When I look at these teams on top of Alabama, and even with Georgia taking the L, I'm like the DA, man. I'm gonna go see. I don't know much about this college football game, but that man right there, he knows. And as I watch a little bit of it, I'm like, I'm not going against this SEC monster. I mean, these guys.
I would be scared if they got it.
I'm going to reserve for judgment. I'm going to reserve my, picking guys until I see somebody knock off one of these Alabama, Georgia teams. But everybody else, good luck to you guys.
Yeah. Good luck. Definitely good luck, man. Like I said, we won't spend much time on Alabama. Move on. Shout out to Alabama with that crushing Jalen Milroe with a phenomenal performance, man. Let's move on. From the AP CBS Sports, let's go down to Lubbock, Texas. Shedeur Sanders threw 2 touchdown passes and ran for a score. Two-way star Travis Hunter had 9 catches for 99 yards and a TD. And number 21 Colorado overcame an early deficit to beat Texas Tech 41-27 on Saturday. Sanders was 30 of 43 for 291 yards. Shiloh Sanders, the other son of Buffalo's coach Deion Sanders on the team, recovered a fumble in the end zone with 51 seconds left. Colorado 7-2, 5-1 in Big 12 play, and number 20 on the CF College Football Playoff won his 3rd consecutive game and is on the pace to play in the Big 12 championship game with a chance to qualify for the team college football playoff. The Buffs led the Red Raiders by 2 touchdowns before Tex Baron Morton threw his second TD pass of the game to Jalen Connors for 21 yards with 2:12 left. Colorado followed with 4 punts beginning the game with 4 touchdowns and a field goal to lead 31-20 at the 3rd period. And I'll just read this from Coach Sanders. We started out slow. That's not indicative of who we are, Deion Sanders said, but I felt content that in the second half we would go do what we ultimately did. Listen, again, I'm apology train. I really killed Colorado last year. And you know what? They have shut me up. And I like when teams shut me up because that means you are playing well. And all that other extracurricular stuff, you guys have found it out. And you know what? They have started playing defense where they're stopping the run.
Absolutely.
As we all know, that's important, man. So shout out to Coach Prime and the Buffaloes. Travis Hunter, again, he's making his play as Heisman Trophy. Hey, before I say that, hey, go to the community section on our YouTube page. Hey, we got a poll question up. Who you think will be right now, if you had a vote, who would be the Heisman Trophy winner today? And who I got up there, D-Dub? I think I have on my screen. We have Travis Hunter, Ashton Jitney, Cam Ward, Shedeur Sanders. So go to our community page here on our YouTube and cast your vote for that, man. Hey, getting back to the game, they played a very good game. Colorado, they're 7-2. I had them winning 5 games this year. And
I was wrong. Yeah. Big 12. If they win the Big 12, it's big. Like I think only them and BYU are Big 12 teams, and I'm looking at as I scroll across right now that I see BYU is Big 12.
Yep.
And that's it. Right. So it's them. Nope. SEC, ACC, Boise State.
Yes.
Boise State. And so they got a chance, but I want that 2 losses, right? And Colorado. So, somebody else got to lose for them to get in that championship game.
Yeah. As of right now, they're 7-2, 5-1 in the conference.
The crazy thing is because they took away the regionality of these leagues. Usually you have the Big 12 West against the Big 12 East, and that no longer exists. So it's like just the 2 teams at the top at the end play for the championship. So, which is kind of cornball, but it is what it is.
Yeah. Yep. Let me give a couple of shout outs. Shout out to Debbie for watching. Shout out to Miss Harden. She's checking us out. Brother Wells, V-Light, thank you guys for chiming in. Those on Instagram. I can't get on the Instagram right now. 2025, we're going to get another producer who can do all this live stuff on air, man. But yeah, decent.
I do have to say about the rushing game, man. I don't know where is that? They 27 as a team, 27 carries, 60 yards. I don't know how they're going to sustain, if they go against them other teams, man. You got to have some type of running game. That's not going to get it done. But right now, they're able to handle business against, they're getting the win. So we shall see. But yeah, shout outs to Colorado, man. Like I said, I didn't have him winning. Would you say 5?
Shador is still throwing the ball too much. 43 attempts is too much.
Absolutely.
But when you can't run, that's what happens.
But right, correct.
You don't need to showcase the kid. Like this isn't. Yeah. I don't think he's trying to do that. Man,
it's just what it is. He don't have.
What Shador is doing is it's necessary,
right,
for them to win. But it's a lot of freaking passes, man. Fuck out.
Yeah, I mean, 43 times, man.
Yeah, Gustavi, they gave the ball to him 10 times. Hayton 6. Shador ran 9 times. So yeah, they're not running the ball when it comes to that, and they need to solve for that. But they're 7-2, and like you said, they could be in contention for the Big 12 championship. And this could be a whole bunch of anarchy.
2 years ago. Yeah. Who would have thought that 2 years ago, right? When they got there.
Absolutely.
That's me and DA.
A year ago, right?
Yeah. Yo, Kev, my brother.
Where me and Kev used to argue about this. Like, dog, give them some time, Kev. Nah, man. Okay, Kev.
Let me move on, man.
We're going to get off your lawn, Kev. It's all right. We're going to get off your lawn. Don't worry. We're leaving.
Yo.
Let me move. I'm sorry, D-Dubs. You have something else?
Nah, man. Just shout outs to Colorado. Okay. The Bucs, they're doing their thing.
Yeah. Let me go to the last game for college from the AP from CBS Sports. Of course, Salt Lake City. Jake Retzlaff engineered 2 fourth-quarter scoring drives, and Will Ferrin kicked a 44-yard with 4 seconds left remaining to keep for BYU to be remaining number 9 as they keep the unbeaten season alive with a 22-21 victory over Utah on Saturday night. The Cougars' final job was extended on a defensive holding penalty on 4th down when the largest crowd at Utah's Rice SC Stadium history, 54K 380. But the game was over. I was in the end zone, my back in the end zone after going down on a sack, and it wasn't a good feeling. But looking up and seeing that flag, we had new life, Retzlaff said. Utah AD Mark Harlan took the microphone in the Utah press area before the coaches and players appeared and blasted the officiating crew for the disgusting performance. This game was absolutely stolen from us, he said. Retzlaff was 15 of 33 for 219 yards. He's passed for 30 yards to Chase Roberts and 12 yards to Darius Lassiter before Hinckley Patty ran for 14 yards to get BYU, who's 9-0 and 6-0 in Big 12 play, in position for Ferrin's kick. The first down pass was his callous, and so that is the key thing to get. And once we got it, how we get it, we start rolling, Retzlaff said. Listen, on this show, we have talked about officiating all the time. And if you didn't see it, watched it, I was like, where's the hold at? Where's the defensive holding? Where is it at? That coach, Utah's coach, has absolutely every bit needs to be mad. I get it. Officiating is a very hard thing to do. It's in real time. But in the words of the DA, man, you guys are professional.
And you got a TV. You can go to the side and look at it.
Can they? I'm not sure.
Yeah, they can.
Okay.
Yeah, they do. They do instant replay in college.
Yeah. I'm just saying on penalties, can they? I guess so.
They can go.
If somebody can find that for me real quick, we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Michael said, they cheating, and betting has made it worse. Yes, Michael, is that Samoan mob out there in Utah putting it down. They go booyah tribe, brother.
So, what was that at? BYU 9-0, Big 12.
Yeah, they escaped. They got it.
That should have been an L. That definitely should have been an L. But
I'm tired of it in NFL. I'm tired of it. We'll talk about with the next slew of games, but
the great escape,
the greatest quarterback of all time. They swung the greatest. Tom Brady always says, man, y'all are bugging with these calls. Y'all are absolutely bugging with all these, pass interference.
But Tom benefited from that.
Yes, he did. And that's why he can say y'all bugging.
Yep.
It's like when Donald Trump said, the system is fixed. And they said, how you know? He said, because I use it. There you go. See? So Tom Brady's like, yo, dog, listen, I know what it is. I'm just telling y'all, putting y'all up on game. Those pass interference calls is bogus. Holding calls out there bogus. They're bogus, man.
Thing was so egregious. I was like, that's not defensive holding. I was like, why? But you know what? Me and DA has had this conversation, man. So check out the AP Top 25. That's college. The college football playoff rankings will come out tomorrow on Tuesday. We'll talk about that on Thursday. Definitely. Let me transition to the National Football League and talk about great escapes from the AP. From Kansas City, Missouri, from CBS Sports, the Chiefs have won just about every way imaginable during a perfect 15-game run that dates to last season. Patrick Mahomes leading last-second touchdown drives, their defense making a stand, and Harrison Buckner kicking a game-winning field goal. They added a walk-off block to the list against the Broncos on Sunday. Leo Chanel was part of a red wave that crashed through the center of the Denver field goal unit, and the Chiefs linebacker got his hand on Will Lutz's 35-yard attempt as time expired, allowing Kansas City to escape with a 16-14 victory. It's a complete shock, you know. Not much I can say about it, Chanel said. I was really praying that something happened. That moment is so heavy. There's a second on the clock. They're going to kick a field goal, and you feel the weight of the moment. Chiefs coach Andy Reid indicated that they took advantage of something they had been seeing in the Broncos field goal operations. We did, Reid said, but it's also something we work on like crazy. It normally doesn't work quite like that one. So from the numbers, Mahomes, he threw a lot yesterday, 28 for 42, 1 TD, no interceptions. Bo Nix, I mean, you know, shout out to Sean Payton and the Broncos, man. They've been playing well. They should have won this game yesterday. Should have won this game, but
I was waiting for you to say that. Go ahead.
it was like they played the most, I won't say perfect game, man, but they held Mahomes to, you know, Mahomes not being Mahomes, and they should have won this game. And yikes. I'll to you, D-Dubs. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, you talk about throwing a lot, man. Yeah, Patrick Mahomes, I mean, 28, 42, 266, 1 TD. Didn't make no mistakes. Yeah, I mean, Denver had this game, man. They was going down the field, and all they had to do is kick it. And we've been saying the Chiefs are 8-1. No, you know, there's something special about this Chiefs team, man. I don't know why, but
the Chiefs.
The Chiefs. Hey, how about them Chiefs, man? Yo,
how about them Chiefs?
Yeah, it's going on, man. I don't know. Like I said it early in the year. I'm not going against this team until somebody proves otherwise.
The Chiefs are good, man. The Chiefs, do it now.
The Chiefs. You know, this team is good, man. And they, you know, shout out to what's my man Kelsey again. He you know, went ahead, tied
Wifey's gonna be singing in the Super Bowl. If they don't win, Wifey not singing at the Super Bowl. So
yeah. Kelsey got the most tied with Tony Gonzalez for most receiving touchdowns in Chiefs history. I mean, these guys, man, I don't see nothing other than Super Bowl. They get to the Super Bowl, I'll talk about if they win or not, going against another team. But Chiefs just keep on doing it, and you know, I don't know who they got next week. Anybody know offhand?
Matter, they're gonna get cheated. So.
Yeah. Yo, what you got? Kansas City Chiefs. Denver, y'all should have won the game, man. But whatever.
Yeah, they got Buffalo next week. They got Buffalo in Buffalo next week. They in Buffalo next week. Man, so
Josh Allen. Let me say, all these guys have been talking this talk. This is your time.
And then they come to Carolina. So you might as well put an L on that one.
Yeah.
Yo, man. I'm like D-Dubs, man. I'm not betting against this team, but this is exhausting. This is rather exhausting. I don't know who the script writers are. I don't know. They got the WWE cats, the UFC cats. I don't know.
Crazy.
But they are fine. And these other teams are finding every way to lose. And it's exhausting. Now,
it's
a team. One thing about Kansas City They're not going to beat themselves. They're not going to do a whole bunch of stupid penalties.
Nope.
Oh, we
Or
seen
randomly to
penalty.
the other team and all this other stuff.
Jacksonville.
I mean,
penalties at
he
the
got
end.
the benefits of the benefits, but hell, man, like I said before, man, this Kansas City, this iteration of Kansas City, it reminds me. I don't remember what year of them New England Patriots of yesteryear, but this is what it is, man. This is what it is. So,
and when you get off to this,
I ain't got nothing else, man. Denver, again. The coaching in the NFC West, I really thought would propel these other teams to be better than what they are. Denver did everything right, and yet they still lost. I don't know what else to say. I don't know.
They're not going to get another chance like that. So they will not get another chance like that.
Go ahead. What you got on this real quick, and we'll move on to the next game.
Me, nothing. Chiefs. That's it. Period. Got no more to say.
I do want to say Bo Nix, man. Bo Nix played a pretty good game, as far as I'm concerned. And he didn't have no errors, man. I would love to have Bo Nix on the squad, but he did a pretty good job. Caught in the center, all them guys. They played. I mean, Denver played well, but I say it now until
get out there to New York to the Giants and start throwing the ball backwards.
He put that New York on his chest and then.
It gotta be so about that New York stuff.
It's all Giants.
Yo, man.
That helmet.
I'm definitely gonna have to
that
switch.
helmet on, boy. He go blind. Turn the damn James helmet on.
He like,
can't see.
What's the old boy's name? Juggernaut. You put that old helmet on your head.
Yeah, Juggernaut. Yeah.
Helmet on.
Yeah.
Oh man, that is
that New York team, man. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know.
Bro.
Yeah, so that's definitely crazy, man. Let's move on to the next game here. Today, CBS Sports, Jacksonville, Florida. We go to the only remotely close part of this matchup was the final score. Minnesota's stingy defense held Jacksonville to 143 yards total, the fewest in Coach Doug Peterson's 3 seasons, and the Vikings overcame Sam Darnold's 3 interceptions to beat the Jaguars 12-7.
No.
Go ahead.
No. I'm thinking. I forgive me. I got Sam Darnold and Goff mixed up. That's the next one. I'm sorry. He got 3. Goff got 5. Go ahead. I'm sorry. My bad. I apologize.
Yeah.
Made
that one. Yeah.
A spades game, though. He got a possible 5.
Yeah.
You got a possible 5, possible 6.
Yo, bro.
Oh my goodness, man!
Yeah, you're right. You're right, Kev. 3 interceptions by Sam Darnold. Awful game by him, but it still ends up getting the win. Go ahead.
Those are the type of games that good teams find a way to win, regardless of what it looks like all day. Vikings coach Kevin O'Connell said, and I'm proud of that. But absolutely, a lot of things we need to correct and fix. It was an ugly win for the Vikings, 7-2, that felt about as lopsided as any blowout in the league this season. Minnesota ran only 82 plays to Jacksonville's 43. The Vikings held the ball for 42 minutes, 19 seconds to Jacksonville's 17 minutes and 41 seconds. Minnesota picked up 28 first down to Jacksonville's 10. The Vikings ran 39 plays in the Jaguars' territory and finished with 402 yards. But Darnold essentially tried to hand the game to Jacksonville, who's 2-8. It was the first 3 interception game in 3 years. He threw a 4th that was negated by a penalty. All 3 came while targeting All-Pro Justin Jefferson. As you can see, he's probably over-relying on Jefferson, who finished with 5 catches for 48 yards. 2 happened in the red zone. And we'll just say this. And Jacksonville didn't do themselves no favors at the end of the game.
Silly penalties, unsportsmanlike conduct, defense. I mean, it was just dumb. And Jaguars had no Trevor Lawrence. He got hurt a week before. Mac Jones, the hometown kid, comes in. Yeah. Well, you give him a little bit of a chance to eat, right? I mean, they might have could have put 14
Now,
points
I'm only saying that because they had no running game. You can't how you man, never mind. All right. Go ahead, D. I'm sorry.
Yeah, 18 carries as a team for Jacksonville. 18 carries for 56 yards. That's not going to get it done. I mean, obviously, I don't care who. I mean, compared to Minnesota's game, 43 carries, 169 yards.
Doug Peterson is the coach of Jacksonville, right?
Correct.
That's correct.
He won't be there next year.
Mike Bristol said he better Peterson should have a carry-on ready because he will get that exit ticket.
Yeah, I agree, Mike. I agree. It's time for him to go, man. I'm sorry. This team's steadily going backwards. You blame the GM as well for not putting people around him.
I agree because this team is going backwards. This is they're regressing. This is not where they're supposed to be going, and he's on the hot seat as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, that's right, D. Yeah, we'll get to your segment. And then who's on the hot seat?
The hot seat. He's definitely on the hot seat. There's a couple others that still remaining on the hot seat that keep on. They just can't get off. So
we'll talk about some of those here. And Minnesota, like I said, winds up winning this game 12-7. Let me move on. Let me go down to Hillsborough County, down in Tampa, from the AP from CBS Sports, Tampa, Florida. Jake Moody said his confidence never wavered, not even after a frustrated teammate confronted him on the side. The usually reliable.
That boy knees were shaking so hard you could hear his knees knocking on TV.
The usually reliable San Francisco kicker made up for three missing earlier field goals by booting a 44-yarder as time expired Sunday to give the Niners a 23-20 victory over Tampa Bay, and running back Christian McCaffrey his season debuted. I really wanted a chance to redeem myself, said Moody, who in his first game back after being sidelined 3 weeks with a sprained ankle also kicked field goals of 28 and 33 for the defending NFC champions. The Niners 5-4 who have won consecutive games for the first time this season. He says, I really felt confident, really going that direction with the same exact spot as the previous time. Moody said, I saw what happened with the previous one and was able to make the adjustment. Moody was 13-14 entering Sunday, delivered the winner after missing wide left from 49-50 and then wide right on a 44-yard attempt that would have given the Niners a 6-point lead with 3:09 left. TV cameras caught 49ers wide receiver Deebo Samuels exchanged the words with appearing to shove long snapper Tabor Pepper when the frustrated wide receiver approached Moody on the sidelines. So we won't get into that. The Niners won 23-20. Purdy by the numbers was 25-36, 353 yards, 2 TDs. Baker Mayfield, he didn't play a bad game at all. 18 of 29 for 116, 1 TD. I'll hand it off to the DA. Your thoughts on your team getting that victory down in Tampa?
It was a good win, man. It was, I think, his second come from behind win. He gave me a lot of confidence when he rolled out and he hit Kittles in the corner of the end zone.
Yes.
Great pass, dropped it right where he needed to drop it. The offensive line will come together. I'm not saying that we're gonna win the Super Bowl or do anything great, but the Niners every year, the standard is the standard, and if dude didn't make that last one, he'd have been paying for his own ticket back. So I've seen, when my man Shanahan start throwing that clipboard around, he's like, oh man, listen, man, you gonna have to go. You're gonna have to go, homie. So it's a good game. We're still not a good team. We still got a lot of good players, and guys are bringing it back together. So we'll see what happens. Right. I like the kid Pearsall. They got a lot of
shout out to him.
So I don't think
because he came back. He came back. I didn't mean to cut you up, but I did, of course. Shout out to that kid for Pearsall coming back. He came back from the injury. He was the one that was shot, unfortunately, in the beginning of the year, and he came back. He caught that touchdown, man. So kudos to that young man coming back and surviving what he went through and catching that ball, man. Kudos to him, man. So go ahead. I'm sorry, D.
We got to get better. And like Mike said, we might be going fishing this year, but that means that we can pick up something in the draft, right? So
right.
And like I said, I don't think they're going to pay Purdy what people think they're going to pay him. they're gonna pay him something, but they're gonna negotiate something. Because he can't say he's the reason why they're good. He can say he's on a good team, but he can't tell. He can't go in that office and tell John Lynch, or his agent can't. As long as you don't have that, leverage, I think you can make a move.
We'll see.
So we'll see what happens. But I'll take the win. No problems. I'll take the win.
Got you. E, I know they're in your division. Your thoughts on the Niners victory yesterday?
Man, they gutted that one out, man. Tampa Bay came to play with absolutely nobody to play alongside Baker, and they still made it competitive, man. I mean, yes, the Niners left some points on the field, but Tampa did not lay down, man. I was actually shocked. I did see, I don't know if anybody else watched the game, but I did see how the D coordinator for San Fran finally picked up on them quick passes that Tampa was doing.
Did E freeze up? Looked like E froze up right in the middle of a great point that he was about to make. Yeah, you there? Eric, you there?
Yeah, there you go.
Yo.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay.
Go ahead, bro.
Yeah. No, I was saying, the way the defense, they took notes and locked up them quick passes by Baker, man, to the outside. That changed the whole complexion of the game. The running game kind of got shored up. So, man, Purdy looked good, man. He threw some throws that I haven't seen him throw since year 1, year 2. So, he looked good. It's good to see Kittle finally in the offense. So it seems like he would be more involved than what he is. But man, it was a good win, good solid win. For San Fran, they beat who they were supposed to beat, even though it wasn't easy, and they go marching on, man. Tampa, I don't know, man. I don't know when they get them receivers back, but they need them. They need them badly.
Well, Godwin is not coming back. Godwin is not coming back. Evans is still hurt, I believe. So, I don't know. When you lose some weapons like that, it's kind of hard. So,
I guess it's just Atlanta. I guess it's Atlanta's. Well, we talked about this in the text, man. I don't know. Does anybody want to win this division? They playing hot potato, man. So, Evans come back next game. Okay, cool. But we'll see, man. Atlanta's 6-4?
I believe
so. They got
so.
2 games up on Tampa. Yeah, I guess it's Atlanta's division to lose. But we'll see.
We'll definitely see. D-Dubs, your thoughts on the Niners?
Niners don't look good to me, but they played a good game. Pretty decent game yesterday. Like I said, I don't know. Maybe it's me. I haven't seen Kittle's he had a. Oh, then before I get to Kittle's, Baker did some pretty good things out there, man. I mean, he was, he made some pretty good throws and scrambling, doing a lot of crazy stuff out there. So kudos to Baker. But I don't know, man. I mean, McCaffrey was that McCaffrey's first game back, or is it second? That's his first game back. Okay, so he was 13-39. That's to be expected. He's just trying to get himself back into the game. But I mean, hey, they got out of there and won the game. They come out of there, they're 5-4. So maybe hopefully they could tread water a little bit. The NFC East, the NFC West, it's not all that. Los Angeles is that who's playing tonight? The Chargers. Not the Chargers.
Rams and the Dolphins. It's 7-0 Dolphins. Dolphins
tonight, they got Miami tonight.
I mean, it's still San Francisco world. I mean, even though Arizona's 6-4, so the divisions is bunched up right now. Everybody's pretty much in the middle of the pack. So, we shall see. So it's still a long season, man. We just get into Thanksgiving, man. Still a hell of a lot more games to go. But shout outs to San Francisco to eking that one out. That this game was entertaining to me. It was a pretty good game. So
very, very entertaining game. I definitely agree.
I just want to add one other thing. I don't know, maybe DA got some insight, but it seems like there's a disconnect with Debo and the rest of that offense, man. I don't know if
I said the same
Debo or not, but Yeah. So
Yeah.
I
didn't want to speak too
Kittles,
much on that.
You don't need no injuries. You're gonna need that.
Yeah.
I think they all
Yeah,
got
what you
to
got?
settle in. I think they all got to settle in. I don't know if D will be there next year. It would be a trade because he's under contract. But they also have to figure out a way they're going to use him. Like they don't, because he is explosive. Like if you get it to him, something good going to happen most times.
Right.
He had a real big pickup in the middle of the game, but he's probably just like most receivers, upset when they're not getting the rock, and he's like, yo, I'm pretty sure. Listen, I play running back, I do this, I do that, You just get me the ball, But again, it's a team game, and he has to, he's getting paid like a star, and maybe he just wants to play like a star. I don't know. So yeah, love the shorts.
Nope. Michael Bristol.
Mike.
Nope.
No, Mike. We're not doing
Mike
it.
Bristol.
Mike, you stop it. Nope.
We're not doing that, man.
I'm not going to adjust that. Right?
That's TMZ Sports.
Yeah,
we're not doing that. Nope.
We're not going to do it. Not going to do it.
Next
fan
game.
was looking crazy though. Okay, Kevin.
Man.
DA, let's
I'm done. I'm absolutely done. Yeah.
Let me go to the nation's capital, Landover, Maryland, right outside the nation's capital, Landover, Maryland. Anyone from the CBS Sports, from the AP, anyone who questioned Pittsburgh Steelers coach Mike Tomlin's switch to Russell Wilson and Justin Fields might be reconsidering the wisdom of the move. Right about now, Wilson is looking like the guy who was a star early in his career, especially with those 50-50 deep balls he keeps connecting on. Wilson shook off his first interception in 11 months and hit trade deadline pickup Mike Williams from the Jets for a 32-yard touchdown with less than 2.5 minutes left in the fourth quarter for the quarterback's third scoring throw Sunday, lifting the Pittsburgh Steelers to a 28-27 comeback victory over Jaden Daniels and the Washington Commanders. Wilson says, I've seen it a few times on highlights. Tomlin said of Wilson's ability to complete the big plays, something that helped the quarterback win one Super Bowl and reach another with the Seahawks. It's a little better in person, believe me. Coming off a bye, the AFC North leads the Steelers, are 7-2, won their fourth game in a row, including all three since Wilson took over from Fields. Wilson's stats were not the prettiest on Sunday, but he got the job done. 14 of 28, 195 yards, the 3 TDs and that 1 pick. It was a big-time catch by Mike. I just tried to give him a chance, let him do his thing. Wilson said about Williams acquired last week from the New York Jets. You visualize those moments, and that could happen just trusting your guys. That was all Big Mike there. Shout out to Wells. Wells, if you're still in the chat, man, shout out to your team. Shout out to our main man, Dan, the hockey dude. Hey, the Steelers. Yeah. They're doing their thing. They
the NFL of the James Harden. Okay.
Oh, to the Steelers. I think we should start a TMZ Sports channel, I guess. I'm not messing with y'all tonight, but
coming soon.
But this and I won't be on it. Will somebody else be on it? The Steelers and the Commanders. I need y'all to focus. Okay. The Steelers and the Commanders. Go ahead, D-Dubs. Go ahead.
I picked the Steelers, right? You know how we do the picks and I picked the Steelers. I said the Steelers are going to win. And then I made a fatal mistake to talk this over with my wife. And then she said, no. Oh, no. Washington, Washington going to win.
Well,
I started thinking about it.
I started
thinking about it, right? I said, yeah, I fucked around. I said, let me pick the Commanders.
Yeah, boy.
I said, you got to be kidding me, man. Mike Williams made that catch, dog. I was like, wow, look at this. I mean, it was laid out for him. And he went in there and got it. Great catch by Mike Williams.
That's vintage Russell Wilson. That's what he does, and I'm happy for him, man. Me and D was on the phone talking yesterday how, he didn't have the best situation when he was in Denver, and that just didn't work, right? So I'm glad he was able to reboot. And as DA said, the Steelers have got him for basically a bucket of chicken, some Becks, and some Newports. And
the Longs, 100.
His wife.
So they was able to do this, and Russell Wilson and Denver's playing the rest of the $35 million, whatever, and they're able to do it on the cheap, and it's at no cost to them. And Russell Wilson has a lot to prove.
Boy, that
And-
Pittsburgh organization looks smart every day. I wake up, I look at them. I said, man, boy, what a hell of an organization,
that's
man.
The thing. I'm like, I don't understand dudes, man.
What a hell of an
We saw it
organization
when it
they
happened. Like we saw it in live, real time. We was like, well, no one's gonna take Justin Fields.
are. Yeah.
No one. Nope. Nobody. No one's gonna take Russell. Nope. Nobody.
No, they singing the Key Sweat. Nobody.
Nobody.
The same dudes. Like
Nobody.
it's a situation where if you look at it, Justin Fields can't do nothing but learn from Russell because they're the same
Absolutely.
body type. Like Russell was what Justin was back when he was with Seattle back in the days, running and gunning and doing what he do. Come on, man! Like it was, Mike Tomlin is he actually took some coaching out of the situation. Like shit, this dude's the same dude. I ain't got to run two separate offenses. I ain't got to do nothing. It's just what it is, And like I said, man, Russ was doing his thing. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Now I was
Shout
just
out
gonna
to
say, this is what happens. An organization like Pittsburgh, who is a main staple in this league, they know what they're doing. They don't operate by what everybody else is doing and what they saying. They didn't drink that Sean Payton tea. Okay, They went off the body of work of Russell Wilson, and they went and got Russell Wilson.
Say it again.
They didn't go get what Sean Payton said he was for that 1 year, even.
Fact though.
His numbers wasn't that bad before he got dropped.
No, correct.
He's doing the electric boogie on this.
A lot of people was drinking that tea. Oh, Russell Wilson's career is over.
No one look at the stats, man. I tell people, man, stop looking at that darn TV. Darn my deal. Darn TV. Because those dudes will tell you like Russell can't play. And I'm like, he was playing well before Sean Payton sat him down. He was actually winning.
And I don't want to go on my tangent a little bit. I'll just veer off just a little bit. And as DA alluded to, these guys on television, they played the game. Yeah. They played the game. And Russell's done. I was like, nah, dog.
I'm like,
nah, dog.
Yo,
now, if you say that,
whole Get Up crew, like the whole crew on Get Up was like,
ESPN.
he trash. I'm like, what the hell? I'll call you all out.
This is what happens, ladies and gentlemen. This is what happens, ladies and gentlemen, when you have people that read scripts on TV versus on the Sports Chasers podcast.
Facts, bro. Facts.
Script.
But meanwhile, they'll tell you that Aaron Rodgers he's still great. How'd that work out in the desert yesterday? Aaron Rodgers look what, D Dubs?
Worked out great.
Like trash.
No, you said what's your word? Slow.
Oh, slow. Yeah. I've been saying it all year.
Aaron Rodgers is going to lead us to the promised land. The Jets. Jets. Oh my God.
Let me tell you, man. All right.
Go ahead, D.
Getting old. Real. I'm in the gym this morning. I pull the weight off, put on the machine. They're doing legs today, and the weight was turned the other way, so I didn't see how much it was. So I pulled the weight off the thing, dropped that motherfucker. They almost broke my foot because I'm old. I said, "What the?" I turned around, the 100-pound plate. I said, "What evil mother put a 100-pound plate that damn high up?" Because now I got to put it back because I dropped it. I'm ready to go home after that. See, that's what old gets you. When you're young, you throwing around them plates. Now, I don't even want to use those plates. I don't want to be on the machine that you could put those plates on. That's what getting old gets you. And, that and them mushrooms, he's seeing different things out there. He's looking at spaceships and and candy corns and all kind of stuff out there on the field because he sure enough ain't doing it.
He is not the same guy, bro. I
He
mean,
getting high. I think
it's not the same dude. Jets went out. I mean, you could look at it like this from the Jets standpoint that they cashed in and pushed it all into the middle of the table. And they tried to do something thinking that, but not with that guy.
The table broken.
Yeah.
Let me just read.
Old dude from Family Guy. Oh, okay.
Let me just read this.
No cards.
Yeah.
Oh, I was trying to find the whistle thing. Like,
come on.
You gonna play like 18, 8, or still all of them wrong. Go ahead, Ken.
Dog, man.
We gotta get the producer for you for real.
We are not going back to that Super Bowl. Like he's not going back to those years, man.
Nah, man.
He ain't gonna happen. Jordy Nelson's not playing. Eddie Lacy ain't playing. Dog, those are not there. And you're not there with. You need to be with them, not like they need to come back and play with you. You need to be retired like they are.
That's a fact.
Yep. And the Jets will now begin their 10 years in purgatory.
Yeah, again. 10-year program.
Again.
Shoot.
Let me just read this from Jeff Kerr, CBS Sports. Mike Williams is already rewarding the Pittsburgh Steelers for acquiring him and his debut with the Steelers after getting traded there from the New York Jets last week. Williams caught a touchdown pass in Pittsburgh for a 28-27 victory over the Washington Commanders. Not only did the Steelers wideout catch a touchdown pass, but the game-winning touchdown pass from Steelers quarterback Russell Wilson, a day after his heroics, Williams posted an Instagram picture on his touchdown catch with the words "thankful." There were 3 hashtags on the caption, with the last one being red line. The red line hashtag was a jab at Jets quarterback Aaron Rodgers, who called out his receivers after a Jet loss in October. There's 2 verticals. Allen, Jets receiver Allen Lazard down the seam, and Mike down the red line. Rodgers said after a Monday night loss to Buffalo. So I'm throwing a no look to the red line when I peek my eyes, and there's Mike running.
Welfare, huh, Mike? This is where we going, Mike Bristol, with welfare? Well, you're going to hell, Mike Bristol. You're going to hell.
Listen, great game by the Steelers. Russell's playing well. Mike Tomlin, he pulled the right buttons for this. And the Commanders, let's go to the Commanders. The Commanders did not play if you would have told me if both teams would have been 7-3 and 7-2 at this state of the season, I would be like, yo, you bugging. Especially the Commanders. The Steelers I didn't see the Commanders.
Dallas is trash. The Giants are trash. So in the division, it's only going to be them and Philly. So they're going to, they're a good team. Like they play Dallas again.
They played them in 2 weeks. They're in Philly next week, and then they got Dallas at home after that. I'm gonna just say this, man. I'm not worried about the Commanders.
They're gonna beat Dallas.
Go ahead, E.
I'm sorry, E.
It's gonna be real interesting Thursday night because they turn around and they go to Philly. So this loss to the Steelers, they're up and coming team or whatever. This is stepping stones, man. You got to learn how to win even when you're not playing your best. That's what makes the great teams from the good teams, so on and so forth. So if they could get it all back together and go into Philly and have a great game in Philly and pull out a W, this Steeler game will be in the rear view, way in the rear view. But if they go back and they lose in Philly, because they've lost traction now by losing this game. So now Philly is. Go ahead, Kev.
No, go ahead. I ain't seen that. Go ahead.
So it's going to be interesting. I'm not worried about Washington. But this could be the start of a team unraveling because they're so young. So we'll see what the coach is going to do, how he'll galvanize his team. If they do galvanize and jump back into the frame, or they're going to fall by the wayside.
So, let me ask you a question. Even if they lose,
I'm sorry, I found
even
it.
if they lose the game, if
Sorry.
they lose the game to Philly but play a good game, you think they're still on the right track, or do you know? I don't think it's going to be like okay, yeah, because I mean, like I said, they may lose because I think Philly is really, really, really pulling it together, and they probably got the best roster in the NFL. So but we'll see.
Well, right now Philadelphia's 7-2. Washington took the L.
Yeah,
this is going to be a good game in a couple of days.
First
Philly,
place.
I mean, I'm saying Philly's roster is crazy. Like,
I agree. I mean, if the Commanders, I don't know if they're ready for them yet, but this would definitely be a good
bar. Yes,
a good bar, just to test them,
yes,
because
yeah.
I mean, they should have won that game yesterday. All right, they fall short. It wasn't horrible. They lost by 1 point, so they come out, see what they could do against Philadelphia. Philadelphia smashed the Cowboys, which was a great for me being an NFC East guy.
Cowboy,
that was fantastic,
Cowboy
right?
hater.
Yeah, Cowboy hater #1.
The sun is in my eyes.
Yeah, the sun in my
I
eyes
ain't
crew.
closing the damn roof. All right.
He said he's gonna put curtains up. Curtains in there. He's gonna put black curtains up. But that's gonna be good. It's gonna be huge. And then they play the Cowboys.
Crazy, man.
But
son do the crazy, V.
Washington plays the Cowboys the week after that. So on the 24th. So I mean, it's two division games that they could do some work, man. They definitely could beat the Cowboys. Cowboys is they are out to lunch, man. They are not.
Speaking of Cowboys, let me just get this in real quick before we go to our next game. 2 Cowboy stories. One of them y'all just touched about it. Michael Parsons, he came back for his first time after being injured for the 3 weeks. Here's a quote they got from him. It says, "Mike can leave and go wherever he wants. Guys, I kind of feel bad for our guys like Zach Martin and guys who might be in their last year and on their way out, because that's what." Okay, you want to
hold on, DA. Hold on, DA.
Yeah.
Hell, so who
wait.
said that?
Wait.
They said
I didn't hear this quote.
This is Michael Parsons. Mike can leave and go wherever he wants. Guys, I kind of feel
Michael Parsons said that.
that's correct. All right.
Okay.
So hold on. Let me just finish this. Mike can leave and go wherever he wants, guys. I feel kind of bad too. Guys like Zach Martin, guys who might be on their last year on their way out, because that's who I want to hold the trophy for. You want to win games, do great things with those types of legends and who put in more time and work than Mike McCarthy ever did. Oh my God, what a quote from Michael Parsons. This is like, we all knew Mike McCarthy is a SC coach. That's a new information. Well, we all knew. Well, anyway, if you didn't hear the quote, man, it definitely, and this is from Nate from Barstool. They was tearing Michael Parsons apart, and I'm like, yo, man, y'all got smashed. This is probably not the time to talk about coaches, and y'all need to do some self-reflection on yourself, Cowboy fans. I mean, Cowboys, yeah, wow.
I mean, talking about not reading the room, talking about just always got something to say, always got to have something to say instead of just saying nothing. Sometimes it's just best to just
all up in the video. When you do all up
in the videos, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, why did you think that you need to say anything
about an active head coach? Like,
these guys don't know, man. These kids, man, they grown men, but they kids in mind.
Yeah. Go ahead, E.
This is what happens. The owner does the same thing, so they feel like they can do the same. They can follow suit.
I guess you're right about that too. Yeah, that's 100% right there.
Yo, you want to come someplace, yo? Where the owner ain't all up in the videos, doing shows.
So according to
linebackers ain't out there doing the podcast. Yo, come on out to West Coast, baby. Death Row, Nine
Yo,
is
you
baby.
need a red shirt on, bro.
Oh yeah. I'm
So
sorry.
about 2 hours ago, Carl Ramison from SI, he says this. What did he say there? He said, Parsons says this: I never once threw or even intended to throw Mike McCarthy under the bus. The question that was asked about here in the Dallas Cowboys: did I see Mike McCarthy in our future? I said that's above my pay grade. Parsons explained, and then regarding his initial comments, Parsons said he intended to shine light on veteran Cowboy players like Zach Martin, who have fought for the organization for years and could see their time with the franchise come to an end after the 2024 season. But I'll read it again. All coaches aside, Mike McCarthy can leave and go wherever he wants, said Parsons in his initial comments. Guys, I kind of feel bad for guys like Zach Martin, guys who might be on their last year on their way out, because that's who I wanted to hold the trophy for. He says, you want to win games and do great things with those type of legends who put in more time and work than Mike McCarthy ever did. In the words of myself and D-Dubs and everybody on this podcast, we usually say, man, you got to read the room, bro. You got to read the room. Michael Parsons, you got to read the room, bro.
Oh, Zach Martin, you want to come somewhere with dudes that retiring you before you're ready to retire? All up in the podcast, all up in the videos. Come on out to the West Coast, baby. Niners, we take care of you.
Hey, man.
Come on, please.
I just wanted to address this. I seen Mike Bristol drop it real quick, and I want to say, do y'all think Deion Claus is coming to town?
No. That's a bad job, Mike. I keep telling people it comes down. Hold on, you say that again, brother.
The only way that coaching job would benefit the coach.
Different owner.
E, go ahead. Oh, E got frozen again. Go ahead, D.
Yeah.
DA.
Yeah.
Different owner. That's the only way it benefits the coach, that there's a different owner.
If the owner drops a bag, if he drops a big bag on Deion,
he drops a bag, it drops out of sight. That's a good job. But he can't drop a bag and still be there.
Be all in the video.
All up in the video.
Yo.
You want yo ain't got no love for that, bro.
He can't be Suge Knight in it.
Yo, that's a fact, man. Yo, in the words of my main man, Howie Rose, man, and Mike, I see what you're saying, man, but I disagree, man. I don't think that they would do that, man. I don't think so, man.
I don't think it's a good job. Like, in all seriousness, it's not a good job. They don't have a good roster. They have all of their salary wrapped up in 2 players. I think so. If they play Micah Parsons, that means that gets like $40 million next year. CD gets $30 million next year, and Micah get $30 million. That means that for real, Mike, if you want to play football and relive your past, we can go out there and get some jobs, because they ain't nobody else. I'll be out there playing guard for what, $125,000, $135,000 and some I need my benefits taken care of,
Right.
But the Dallas job is not a good job. Like, they don't, besides CD, they got no receivers. The defense is really not that good. Dudes are not disciplined. They are trying to can't stop the run. Right, they're running past tackles. They're not with that click clack, as we call it. Right, so the dudes on down, they running for interceptions and they miss. It's a touchdown. They're trying to win the game in one play. They're undisciplined team.
Whose fault is this?
When you're down 21 points, you can't get 21 points on one touchdown. So you just gotta relax and let the plays run, let things happen. They don't do that, man. And they don't have a quarterback now anyway. So,
Well, now we got to go back. Man. Hold on, D. But now we got to go back to whose fault is this? Because everybody, you got to pay Dak. There was nobody else out there. You paid Dak all this money. Now your money, now you tied up.
Fault.
Now you tied up with all this money in Dak and CD Lamb.
Yeah, well, that's your fault. You paid it, not me. It ain't their fault. He signed a contract, man.
It's not even. I wouldn't even say. It's not even. Yo, man. It's all the way. It's from top to bottom. Okay, you brought guys in. They're underachieving and getting overpaid. Yes, I said it. Yo, you look around the league. Baltimore ain't got this issue.
Throwing money all over the place.
Just saying, Kansas City don't have this issue. Kansas City's undefeated. Hell, when Mahomes signed that contract, we was like, oh, the dynasty is over because they're not gonna be able to pay anybody. Well, they must be getting guys off the street of Kansas City because they're doing just fine.
That's what I'm saying.
Somebody said
real talk though.
Have a Hall of Fame coach. But
real talk though.
This Cowboys is not a team. It is a collection of people that plays with a star on their helmet.
It's Wu-Tang.
Bars.
It's Wu-Tang Clan of football.
That's for E.
It's the Wu-Tang Clan. There you go, E.
He said the Wu-Tang Clan of football. You got 9 collected guys.
Yeah, he's a Wu-Tang. I wouldn't say this is Slaughterhouse. This is Slaughterhouse. This is not even Wu-Tang. This is Slaughterhouse.
Yeah, that's more like
I'm not
it.
even gonna do Wu-Tang like that.
Yeah, that's more like Slaughterhouse.
They got
Who Joe Budden? Who Joe Budden, man?
Michael Button.
Joe Button is Michael Button.
Always fucking up, man.
Yo, Joe.
Yo, Joe, why you? Let me get some pills.
Yo, man. Boy, talk about a hip hop reference, man. We went from Suge Knight to Wu-Tang to Slaughterhouse.
To everybody who is our age, I'm sorry. We always connect sports with life.
Yes.
And we definitely connected with music all the time, off the air. We just never want to have the show sound like something it's not. But, we always, use examples from the music world. And because art imitates life and life imitates art. So it's all love, man. It's all love for real. It's just, just all jokes, man. But, Dallas, it's crazy. Because they pay Dak that bread. And they will pay him that bread.
Mm-hmm.
But and it's not that he's necessarily been bad, but in those moments when it counts, he is not Mahomes. He doesn't spike the ball, doesn't get up, or he'll throw an errant interception in the game, or the defense will let a team run all over them. Like that thing that happened last year in the playoffs with Green Bay. Come on, man. It's all that synced in. It's been a whole off season.
Well,
and you're right back there like you lost the game to Green Bay last week, and you're playing exactly the same way.
Mm-hmm.
So in football, they always say, don't let one loss become 2. They let one loss become 8. Because that means when you lose one game, don't let you thinking about that last game have you lose another game. And Dallas has talent based on their payroll.
Yeah, Dallas got a lot of talent, man. It's almost like I don't know, man. That owner won't get out the way, and
that's a big. He is the way. He's not out the way. Yeah. I am the way. I need to get out the way.
He is the way.
That's what he said.
I am the way.
Truth in the light.
I am the way, the truth in the light. You got to come through Jerry. You flow through Jerry. I am the river that flows.
Jerry
flows through Jerry world.
P. Diddy in this thing here.
It flows through Jerry. Yo, y'all guys are crazy.
Not a good job. Not a good job. The Jets is not a good job. The Jets, that's definitely nope.
Cleveland not a good job. That organization. You just don't want to be there.
Say it all the time.
Looks like now the Jaguars are becoming a bad organization.
Going
just
backwards.
Can't get it right year after year after year. Man, in the NFC South, a bad team become the good team every year, except now.
Yep.
Charlotte's been bad.
Yep. Let's move on to the last game on the docket here from CBS Sports. Man, this was a wild one. Man, this was definitely a wild one from the AP CBS Sports from Houston, Texas. Nothing was going right for the Detroit Jared Goff on Sunday's night game against the Houston Texans. The 9-year veteran threw a career high 5 interceptions, more than Sam Darnold.
I got 5 on it.
Through 3 quarters, and the Lions trailed by 10. Instead of wallowing in his mistakes, Goff rallied the Lions to an improbable 26-23 win that capped a 52-yard field goal by Jake Bates as time expired. I had some unfortunate things early, but I've been through these a whole lot worse than that, Goff said. Mentally, I've been to the bottom. Some unlucky plays aren't going to throw me off the game. The Lions improved to 8-1 for the first time since 54, with their 7th straight victory overall and a 5th in a row on the road. Yeah, those days. That was a hard-fought game. Detroit coach Dan Campbell said, we had to fight our way back in there, and I'm proud of the guys. He said, there's things we got to clean up, but our guys wouldn't go away. They just wouldn't go away. Detroit trailed 23-7 at halftime after Goff threw 3 interceptions in the first 2 quarters. He threw 2 more picks in the third. Nonetheless, the Lions scored 16 straight points to tie it with about 5 minutes to go on Bates' 58-yard field goal. I just don't deserve this, Bates said. I was a soccer player growing up. I idolized football players in the NFL, and just to be here is surreal. I'm still pinching myself. The Texans are 6-4, had a chance to take the lead with just under 2 minutes left, but Kami Fairbairn's 58-yarder was just wide left. We did make the plays to win the game. To win the games, guys have to step up and make plays, and that's not happening. Houston coach D'Amico Ryan said the Lions became the first team, check this out, to win when throwing 5 or more interceptions since Atlanta beat Arizona 23-19 on November 18, 2012, when Matt Ryan was picked off 5 times. Listen, if you went to bed early and you woke up, you was like, damn, I got the guys, I'll let D-Dubs go and Dorian, you'll go after them. Go ahead, D-Dubs. $5, sir. You have, yeah, $5, bro.
Okay, man.
Yeah.
Well,
yes, said that. Yes.
Nah, I went to bed, bro. I was like, yo, I wasn't really checking for the game. I didn't think it was going to be much of anything, but Lions were struggling bad, man. They was down 23-7 first half. So, and Jared Goff, as we alluded to, 5 interceptions. That was absolutely, horrendous. I mean, but he was 15 to 30, 240 yards, 2 TDs. Houston was kept scoreless in the second half. They didn't score nothing in the second half. Second half, missed that 58-yard field goal. Jake Bates hit his 52-yarder, go ahead. But shout outs to Goff and his supporting cast, man. Even though he threw the 5, he got Laporta, David Montgomery, and what's the name? Lamar St. Brown. All them guys, man, they stepped up, made big plays down the stretch. So absolutely a good win, even though it looked bad, but they picked the win up against the Texans. The Texans,
which is a good team,
loss, but still a good team. But they'll be back. I think they still that running game, man. I know Mixon did his thing in spurts, but they still they seem like they missing something out that run game.
They need another runner.
Okay, thanks. That makes sense. Thanks. I just want to make sure I was looking at what I was looking at, but you helped me out. Go ahead, man.
They need their offensive line is really not that good. Not yet. And like I said, it's a young team, but we don't give excuses on this podcast, right? So I put them in the Washington bag where they're young teams on the way up rather than being the young team on the way down. So I like what they're doing in Houston. Detroit, the game last night probably, in my mind, got them solidified to at least be in the Super Bowl from the NFC side of it. Because once you win those type of games, you kind of feel indestructible. And that's even without their best defender being there, Mr. Hutchinson. So,
yes.
But I like the team. I like what they're doing. At least, man, if you guys, those herbals. You want to go get a 20, Jack Glow, you're gonna have his 5 to put in. So you know what I'm saying. So he's always gonna have 5 on it. So that means y'all can get what y'all need to get if you can get.
Yeah.
You got 5.
Let me step in there real quick. Go ahead, E. Go ahead, E, and I'll get my point.
Oh no, I was just going. I agree with what's been said already, man. Detroit, head and shoulders, is the best in the NFC right now. To go on the road and perform the way that they did, Goff looked abysmal. You threw, some of those passes was tipped and all, but you threw not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but you threw 5 interceptions with no touchdown. Did he throw a touchdown?
Nothing.
Oh, he threw 2. Okay.
That's that point.
But
he threw them in the second half.
Yo, man, again, Detroit is built different.
Yes.
There's no other team in the NFC, maybe outside of San Fran, that is built like Detroit, where they are built from the inside out in all phases, offense and defense. Yes, they have injuries here and there, but who's not hurt around this time of year? You know what I'm saying? They got a solid running game. Nobody wants to see that running game in the playoffs, man. Nobody. So that being said, Detroit, they keep on plowing through. Houston to me is what Detroit. They're like how Detroit was last year. They're still trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
And again, Stroud is missing 2 of his top receivers, and they was up 23-7 in this game. So again, I'm not worried. You got to stop throwing them interceptions, though, bro. That's what you need to stop doing. But other than that, they'll be fine.
Yeah, my Kwame Brown boys. Hey, boy, you better start throwing them interceptions.
Yeah, boy.
boy.
Start throwing them interceptions. Mike Bristol just said in the chat. He said, by the way, the Little Giants play Dallas on Turkey Day. The Bears versus the Lions, that's the 12 o'clock game, and the Packers and Finns are the night game, the 8 o'clock game. So we'll tell you right now, the first game, you might want to watch the Lions, as they probably will put the beat down on the Bears. The Bears played awful yesterday, man. But again,
that's another team. I mean, I don't know what. Yeah, the coaching staff. I don't know what's going on over there.
That organization is trash. It's the organization.
Yeah.
Who's I'll ask the panel.
Everybody thought it was Justin Fields' fault, right? You got the number 1 pick, right? You got who you wanted, right?
Yep. That's what we said.
Yeah, Fields was not the problem. You're right, Mike. Fields was definitely not the problem.
I didn't see why they got him out of there. They packed him out of there, but I thought.
Mind you, they went and got more weapons for Caleb. They didn't.
Yes. They still ain't doing it.
Still didn't have none of these dudes.
Yeah.
Y'all look worse now than you did before.
Yeah, there you go. There's that whistle. Yeah, y'all look worse now than before. Yes, 100%. And the Bears, another organization that can't get right.
Who's the worst
since 1985?
Who's the worst team in the NFL right now? I'll put my hand up. I think it's the Giants.
You know what?
I still say will always be the Dallas Cowboys, because they got all that talent and they still suck. They can't get out their own way.
Yeah,
it's different when you don't have talent. It's different.
Right. Yeah, I agree with that, E, because I was even when he just said that question, I still, even in my heart of hearts, they're bad. But when you look at other teams that should be doing stuff, you like, we just ain't got no talent, man. We just come on. They've been putting Daniel Jones out in front of me and telling me that this is top flight security
with your lying eyes.
Yeah. You believe your lying eyes? Come on, dog.
Top flight.
This is top flight. This is top flight talent. Come on, man. No, stop. Don't do me like that.
Will push back and be like, "Oh no, what? Look at the injuries. Look at Dak. Look at the sun. We need curtains in our."
Yo, man, I'm sick of the Cowboys and their fans, bro. They need so much. They got bro. Stop, man.
They won the Super Bowl. You can't win the Super Bowl before the season start.
That's
you
one.
can't make everything into what you want it to be. Sometimes shit just is what it is.
Yeah.
You know,
But
without all the
I will say this, and this is one of the reasons why we started the podcast, man. You have these legacy medias; they push the Cowboys every day. So what happens?
I can't tell you, man, because I refuse to watch it.
Yeah,
but, I just go ahead and do my own.
I get fined every time I watch it. So
the angry one about 10 years ago told me and D-Dubs, if y'all don't turn that off, that's why y'all keep getting what he says, find alternative measures and means, especially with the internet. And now you have
give him credit. He said
he said it to us. And I cut off the 4-letter network. I don't watch it. Like I said, we just said it, right? You have professionals out there talking about that. Russell Wilson, he ain't it. Really? I said, I know he played on the high school level of football, but geez, man still can play.
Yeah.
Yeah, these people,
my lion eyes.
Trust my own 2 eyes and my.
Oh no, your eyes are lying, sir.
They know they want you to trust Mina Kimes. Yeah, trust her.
No.
Let her know.
No.
Shots
fucking fired.
Trust her, and she'll tell you, lead you to the way. Whatever, man.
She's the number one stat, but she'll hit you with so many stats. You'd be like, what's saying? Run the ball 18% of the time. At the time they run the ball.
Come on, man.
They have this formation that they're like, what?
Shout out to our main man, Jason Brown. Jason Brown be on her when he be talking about that stuff, but we're not gonna get into that. But
that's my main man right there.
Just as we would say to y'all guys. Go ahead, E.
Now I just wanted to just a real quick shout out to the. I know D-Dub, you could probably get at me with what I'm about to say, man. But man, shout out to the Los Angeles Chargers. We have not said nothing about this team. They are quietly 6-3, second in the AFC West. I'm not saying that they're going to challenge Kansas City for that division. I'm not saying that. However, they are quietly 6-3. And their next 3 games, they got Cincinnati, they got Baltimore, and they got Atlanta. Don't know what the outcome is going to be next 3 weeks.
2-1.
You might want to throw them back in the conversation for the AFC. At least for the second, third, or fourth teams in the AFC. Just saying.
Yeah. We probably gonna have to get our girl Deb Wickens back on there because she covers the Chargers. And I'm glad you said something, Eric, because I wanted to mention Elijah Molden, who plays for the LA Chargers, man. He's the son of Alex Molden, who we had on our show. Yep. And he just got moved to the Chargers here, and he got traded to the Chargers, and he leads the team. He's playing well. I believe he has team high 3 interceptions, 5 pass breakups, and 32 tackles entering Sunday's game on yesterday.
So I meant to bring him up last week, man. Last week had
shout out to Elijah, man. You're doing your thing, bro. Shout out to our main man, Alex. Thank you so much again for check out his book also, and we had him on the show back here this past summer, man. But
Ultimate Playbook.
Ultimate Playbook.
Man. Listen, got me a job. I get paid.
Look at that.
Yep.
So his book helped a lot, guys. Mindset.
Definitely. So, we have all types of guests on this. And I wanted to thank you, E, for bringing it up. We talked for everybody. We had our main man, Matt Rosetta, on here. Hey, man, he owns the Brooklyn, for all my people up in New York and Brooklyn area, man. He owns the Brooklyn FC Club. The women's are playing now. I believe they're 5-1. And the guys will be playing, the men will be playing next year during the World Cup. The Cup year, man. So we talked to some interested. I talked to a guy today, man. He was part of the Olympics, planning Olympics. We plan on talking to him, man. A lot of things going on with the sports chasers, man. It's been a really tremendous year, man. A lot of year of growth, a lot of year of learning new things. A lot of we had some good things. Yes, meeting good people.
Absolutely.
And these people are seeking us out, man. So shout out to them. Thank you for the universe. For all the good stuff and the good juju, and we appreciate it, man. We're gonna keep it coming, giving you real when it comes to sports. No hot takes, none of that stuff, man. And We are good. Pardon shots. I'll give it to D-Dubs before we get on out of here, man. We're going to highlight you on Thursday. Go ahead, D-Dubs. What you got?
Yeah, man. Great show, as always, man. Shout outs to everybody. Shout outs to everybody in the chat. Appreciate you. Also, like, subscribe, share, man. Cost you nothing, man. Appreciate you all. Enjoy the week. And enjoy sports.
Yep. Enjoy sports. E, what you got for us, sir?
Yo, man. Another great Monday Night Blitz. Man, shout out to everybody in the chat, everybody's viewing. Like D-Dub said, yo, man, like, share, and subscribe. Cost you nothing. Get us out, help get us out there. You know, we chase the sports for you. You know, man, you can like, click, and subscribe for us. You know what I'm saying? It's a two-way street out here in these streets. But yo, man, yes. Great show, man. See everybody Thursday, man. Y'all be safe out here.
Yeah, no doubt. The DA, what you got for us before we get on out of here?
Crack is whack.
Don't do it. Don't do it. That's pretty much how he says this. So, listen, I'm not going to belabor the point. We'll be back Thursday. Look out for some interviews like I got. Hey, we're going to have a gentleman on. Won't be recorded live, but it'll be out there. I want to talk about pickleball, man. Pickleball. So, talk with a gentleman tomorrow. But, so, we're going to talk some pickleball, and they're going to be like, oh, pickleball? Yeah. Talk some pickleball, man. So that episode will probably be out on Wednesday.
That's Mike Bristol's love, pickleball. That's my.
Oh, Mike, you're gonna want to turn to it because dude is from up your way, man. So yeah. When we put it out, just check it out, man. And he also said
he beating up old ladies, man. He beating up in
the kitchen. Yeah, Mike. Damn, I know some pickleball terms. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh damn, Mike.
Shout out to Mike, man.
Instead of abusing the elderly, are you?
70.
80 all day.
Listen, man. She's 75. She ain't 78.
Yeah.
We're gonna get around in that walker. She ain't crippled.
On behalf of myself, I'm Kevin O'Warren, your host and moderator. For Dow D-Dubs one, for James the Angry One, for Dorian the DA, All Britain, for also Ryan D'Souza, for Mike Mills in his absence, and also Dan the Hockey Dude in his absence. Yo, this is the Sports Chasers podcast. Y'all be good. Y'all be great. Be blessed. We'll see y'all Thursday night.
That's a wrap for today's episode of the Sports Chasers podcast. Don't forget to subscribe on YouTube and your favorite podcast platforms and connect with us on all social media channels for exclusive content and updates. We'd also love for you to join the conversation, share your thoughts, and become part of the Sports Chasers community. And remember to tune in next time for some more real sports talk. Until then, stay frosty.